Okay, good morning. The last section of Unit 3, and that's Section 3. We're going to work on solving equations involving absolute values. So, absolute value. Okay. So we have to be careful with absolute values because we have actually really two types of equations we're going to be doing. So first thing I'm going to do is write down the original without the absolute value symbol. So k plus 12, I'm going to set that equal to 2. I'm going to draw a line down, and I'm going to go k plus 12 equals negative 2. Again, notice the original is one of them. The negative of that 2 is the other one. Now we just solve it as normal. And you get k is equal to negative 10. That's one of your solutions. And over here, if I take away 12, k is equal to negative 14. So we get two solutions in this case, a negative 10 and a negative 14. All right, next question, absolute value of negative a, crazy there, okay, equals 18 equals 28, or plus 18 equals 28. So first thing I'm going to do is take away 18 from both sides, because I can't deal with the absolute value until I take care of the stuff that's with it. So I want to get the absolute value stuff all by itself, then I'm going to do that opposite and the same at the end. So I get absolute value of negative a is equal to 10. Now I can write it as two separate problems. Negative a is equal to 10. So there's my line, and the other one's going to be negative a equals negative 10. So in this case over here, I can't have a negative variable as a solution. So a equals the opposite of this, which would be negative 10. And the same thing is going to happen over here. I can't have a negative variable for a solution, so I make it positive 10. Now, how do I get around that? Simply this. Just divide through by negative 1, divide by negative 1, and over here divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1. Negative over negative is always positive. This is where we get those two solutions, negative 10 and positive 10. Okay. Number 3 is pretty straightforward. So I already have absolute value all by itself to begin with. So I just rewrite negative 5v equals 18. And the other part of that equation is negative 5v equals negative 18. Now, very simple solving here. Divide both sides by negative 5. If you notice, you can do the exact same thing on this side too. So keep that in mind. So v equals 18 over negative 5. Or if you want, negative 3 3/5. And over here, you will get v equals negative over negative is positive, 18 over 5. Or if you like, 3 3/5. So there's your two answers, positive and negative. Now, notice that these were exact opposite answers, but in number 1, those were not. They're both negative, but they're different numbers. So that can happen, especially when you're doing, addition or subtraction right away. Number 4, again, this will be straightforward. 5r is equal to 9, or you're going to get 5r equals negative 9. Divide everything through by 5. Again, really simple to do. So r equals 9/5, or if you want 1 4/5. And over here, r is going to equal negative 9/5, or negative 1 4/5. Again, you can get pluses or minus numbers. That can happen. Again, I think you're going to find that these are pretty easy to do. Number 5, 3b equals 6, or you're going to get 3b equals negative 6. Okay. Then here, divide everything by 3, and notice you're dividing all the way through, even on both of these equations, by 3. So b equals 2, or b equals negative 2. So there's your final answers. I think you're going to think absolute value is pretty simple to solve, and it is actually. So I'll let you do 6 through 10 on your own, and again, always double check your answers. Make sure you are getting them right.